Hey guys, welcome to another impressions video, and today I'm going to talk about this game right here, Mario Golf World Tour for the Nintendo 3DS, a game that came out early in the month, and I was eagerly anticipating this title because I'm a huge fan of the previous entries in the series, specifically the console versions of the Mario Golf games for the Nintendo 64 and the Nintendo GameCube. And this game is no different. It presents a very similar type of gameplay experience in which this is an arcadey type of golf game, and even though the game just came out, I did put enough hours ever since the game came out to pass a very solid judgment on the game. Now, if you're a veteran or if you're an experienced Mario Golf gamer, you already know what to expect. This game is rich in features. Perhaps, as far as features goes, this is probably the most complete game in the series. If you're a newcomer, well, there's a demo on the eShop, and I do have to say that even if you're not interested in golf, because me personally, I think golf in real life is one of the most boring, if not the most boring sports out there. But there's something about the games, especially the arcadey golf games. They're really fun to play. They really test your reflexes. They really test your patience, and it's very rewarding playing golf games. It's hard to explain because, like I said, I don't like the sport in real life, but the games are very fun to play. Now, Mario Golf World Tour, I do have to say that right off the get-go, the game does a very poor job of showing the players what exactly to do. I think the menus are a little bit confusing. At first, you're not very sure where to go or what to play. The game basically has two different game modes. One is called Mario Golf, in which you can do your regular, single play. You can do stroke play, speed golf, and it also has a challenge mode. And through the challenge mode, you unlock new characters and new levels. Each time you complete a challenge, you get a gold coin, and depending on however many gold coins you have, you can unlock new characters and things like that. But the meat and potatoes, in my opinion, of the game relies on the Castle Club game mode, which is it's somewhat of an RPG mode, not quite really, but you play as your Mii character, and you're free to roam around the Castle Club, and you're able to talk to different characters, and you can go into a shop and buy new gear, better clubs, better golf balls with the money you collect throughout the game or throughout that game mode, because you're able to sign up for tournaments, for single player tournaments, for online tournaments, and depending on how well you do, you get money, and with the money you can improve your equipment or buy new equipment such as clothing and things like that. Not to mention, you can also unlock them by finishing different levels or different courses or beating different tournaments. So the game has a ton of content, but again, the game does a very poor job of guiding you where to go. For example, if you want to unlock characters, the game doesn't really tell you. So in reality, you unlock them through the challenge mode, but since the game doesn't have an instruction manual, you kind of have to guess or go to the internet and find out for yourself, which is very disappointing. I really hate that trend in modern games that they don't include an instructions manual, because that would have been the first thing that I do, flip through the pages to see exactly what do I have to play to unlock what. But it's a little bit confusing, the menu navigation. But again, the content in the game is it's pretty vast, even though the game only has 3 full 18-hole courses, which it may not sound like a lot, but it also has 3 courses with 9 holes each. So when you take into account the different game modes, the different mini games, and the amount of unlockables, not to mention the online tournaments and online game modes, this game will keep you busy for 10 to 20, even 30 hours just with the vanilla version of the game. And of course, there's DLC available out there. I know there has been a little bit of controversy because people were upset that Nintendo announced a season pass for this game, but I think it's worth it. Me personally, I have not purchased the season pass yet, but I think I will, because I'm enjoying the game quite a bit. And the season pass obviously adds more levels and characters and things of that nature. And I think it's worth, because to begin with, the game is being sold at a retail price of $30, which is a reduced price for a brand new Nintendo 3DS game. Most games are $40, so in a way, this is a budget release, if you will. And even if you don't want to pay money for the DLC content, you'll be fine. There's plenty of content in this standalone version that you'll be busy for quite a while. It is repetitive. We all know it's a golf game, so all the mini games, all the tournaments, all the different game modes, they're all based around golf. But as far as if I were to compare this with the Mario Tennis game, for example, this is more fun. There's just different scenarios, different levels, and if you combine everything, with the different courses, you have, for example, the Mario. You have realistic courses in which there are no gimmicks basically, and then you have your off the chain Mario related universe levels where you can golf underwater and you can use items, and it has that Mario universe characteristic to some levels. But if you want to play realistic golfing, without any of that gimmicks, the game has 3 full 18-hole courses for you to play. The graphics are very impressive. The character models look great. The 3D effect is not very impressive, I do have to say that, but as far as just the raw graphics of the game, they look really, really good and very vibrant on that 3DS screen. It's a very colorful game, very pleasant to look at. The gameplay, when compared to previous games in the series, I do have to say that it changed a little bit. I think it's a little bit harder to hit the ball, both putting and doing your regular club swings. And obviously the game has an auto and manual mode. Auto mode is recommended for newcomers, whereas the manual mode is recommended for veterans in the series. It's a little bit of a risk and reward type of system, because if you miss your positioning of the indicator, you miss the shot completely, and the ball goes anywhere pretty much. So the manual mode gives you more precision, more freedom in your shots. You can add a backspin, you can add a topspin to your shots. But again, it's very easy to miss if you don't have good reflexes. Whereas the auto mode, you don't have as much control, but you're guaranteed to hit the ball in a good way, good enough way that you're not gonna have a bad shot. So the game again does a very good job of introducing players to the type of gameplay, but there's a lot of content for veterans of the series to keep us happy, and it's very challenging, I do have to say. Once you progress through the different tournaments, it's very challenging, and perhaps the best implementation here is the online mode in this game. You can participate in regional tournaments, within the Americas, or if you live in Europe, there's European tournaments, or you can participate in worldwide tournaments against people from all around the world. And it's very easy. All you have to do is sign up, play, complete the tournament, and you get goodies, like a Mario head or a Mario glove and things like that, exclusive items. And obviously, if your score falls within, I believe, the top 10, you get a gold trophy. If you finish within the top 20, you get a silver trophy, something like that. And Nintendo will keep updating the tournaments. They have a time frame in which you can participate and post your score. And obviously, if you want to create your own tournament, there's an option for that, and you can set your tournament to have items or to not have items if you want a more realistic experience. So a lot of customization, a lot of replay value, thanks to the very well implemented online game mode in this game. So overall, Mario Golf World Tour is a very solid entry. Personally, I prefer the GameCube version as far as the gameplay. It's a little bit more solid. You have more control with the camera, and from what I remember, the mechanics were a little bit more solid. But nevertheless, Mario Golf World Tour, when it comes to features and extra modes and replay value, I think this game offers more than previous entries in the series. and it's a must-have if you enjoyed arcadey type of golf games, such as the Mario Golf games or the Hot Shots games on the PlayStation products. This game is very good, a lot of replay value, and a very solid entry in the series. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.